You know, I think that the building here itself is intended for use by visiting scientists. As many of you know, it was originally, and actually you'll see from the drawings out there, this is what it was for. It was for science. It was part of the discovery investigations. They used sculptural ship discovery. There's a lot of history about the building, and a lot of links to modern science still. So Alistair Hardy was involved in working on the discovery investigations, and James is now involved in using the gear that Hardy designed, the continuous plankton recorder. So we're towing that behind the Pharos, you know, every year. So there's an awful lot of history still going on in the science around the building. Hopefully, the idea here is we'll attract more science to South Georgia. Getting science on South Georgia is good for a number of reasons for us. You know, first of all, any extra science that gets done down here, and that can be natural science, it can be social science, any sort of science really. The idea is we get some more science done on South Georgia, we'll learn more about the place and it helps us manage the place better. And that's kind of what we're trying to do, is basically improve how we manage South Georgia. And this building is a step in that direction. It's also really useful for us from another concept. The other concept is it actually brings in more people, more revenue, and just makes the whole place more sustainable by having more science going on. Keeps you guys on base busy, which is a good thing. Keeps you out of trouble most of the time. And I just hope that it all works and we get lots of scientists coming through. Certainly there's lots of interest in coming here already. We've got scientists coming in next week to do some terrestrial science. There hasn't actually been, you know, much real terrestrial science done on South Georgia for quite a few years. That's quite a good thing. And we've got other guys coming in doing work on the GPS setup that's here later this season. So hopefully it'll get used. Hopefully it'll get well looked after. I think this room itself is already will prove its worth very quickly as a meeting room and a very occasional reception room perhaps, and the rest of it will get used you know, as and when. So the work that Dave and his team here have done, I think, is fantastic on the building. You know, I hope it'll survive for another 87 years at least in here and get much use. And it's really testament to the sort of dedication and hard work of Dave and his team. And I know one or two guys, Shane, Tim, and others who've been involved aren't actually here today, but most of the guys involved are. And you just look at the hard work and the finishing that's gone on the building and the sort of dedication to it. And really, just like to say, you know, thanks to Dave and his team for all the hard work they've done. And I think we should just all raise a glass.
Yeah,
Dave.
As guest number one, I would just like to thank you for this surprise, really. It was to come into this building. When I came here a couple of weeks ago, I was a bit worried where you planned to accommodate me, because I, of course, heard about the scarcity of accommodation here in South Georgia in general, or here in Kent. But to get a building on its own as guest number one was quite a treat and very much a surprise. And I must also say that I've been involved in various discussions about what to do with this building for quite a number of years. The outcome was obviously the best possible outcome in my view, also from a heritage point of view. I think to put all buildings into new uses and take care of sort of as much as possible of the original atmosphere is important, and probably the only way to restore and maintain all buildings. So congratulations.